Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Coming to you from Toronto once again. Just going to be a head shave tonight. I have had my beard trimmed and done at the barber's. I need to put some balm on it or some oil on it, but I'll do that. I've just had a shower. Also had a bit of a neck shave and a little bit of a shave on the cheeks as well. Really enjoyable experience and no razor burn or any burn at all. It was really, really good. And I can't even remember the name of the place where I had it done, but it was just down on the Poche shore at Toronto. But head shave now. So I've got, I think, 2 days growth. That's right, 2 days growth. The soap of choice is going to be this Chatillon Luxe and Declaration Grooming Vide Poche, I think it is, a Vide Poche. Now the scent on this, it's like a sort of aniseed licorice sort of scent. That's what I get from it anyway. I think it's maybe a bit of cardamom. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked it up. I don't think it says anywhere on here what the actual scents are. The actual soap base is the Icarus soap base, which I think, let me have a look here. I haven't got my glasses on, but I shall find it. Bison tallow, lamb tallow, and there are the ingredients. I'll see if I can get that to focus in for you. There we go, if you want to pause and have a look. Now this set was, this and the splash was very kindly given to me by Sean Mullen over at MAOL Grooming, who my wife and I spent a lovely evening with, him and his wife as well, Nick, and he gave me this. Now the reason he gave me it was he reacted to it with his skin. He's obviously got sensitive skin, I know he has, that's why he created MAOL Grooming splashes, but I'm going to give this a bash and see how it goes on the head shave. Hopefully it doesn't react, because I actually quite enjoy the scent. It's quite a gourmand type scent. Now the brush that I've had soaking is my MAOL Owners Club This is the Taj resin, which is just cream resin, same colour as the Taj Mahal. That's the only reference to it. The knot itself, I have to be honest, is chewing lather. I don't know why it's eating so much lather, but the more that I use it, the softer it becomes, the more it eats the lather. You can see it's almost like gel tips, really. It's just stuck in big clumps. It's a beautifully soft brush, very similar to a synthetic. So here we go, straight on the top of the soap. I'm going to load this reasonably heavy because I find if I load it heavy, oh, the scent strength on this is a good 5 or 6. A very nice scent. I'm just going to dip it into the little cup that I was soaking the brush in. So this is our last night in Toronto. We went out today, the wife had her nails redone. I obviously had my shave and beard trim. And tonight we will be heading off to the CN Tower, to the 360 restaurant for our last night. We'll be having a meal in there before heading back to the hotel or the condo, packing everything away. And then we've got one final part of tomorrow. We don't actually fly out till 10 o'clock at night. The car has to be at the airport by 6, so we're going to be at the airport quite early. Our flight time changed after I booked the car, and it was just too much hassle trying to rearrange the car again. Right, now this is really heavily loaded. Well, I think it is. This is where you'll see this brush. It's just chewing lather at the moment. So I'm going to wet my head. I'm going to scoop all the excess out the tub, which isn't actually a lot. The brush has actually grabbed most of it. Now I have to say I haven't used the bison tallow before, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I'm just going to empty that cup of water out so I can put my brush down. So yeah, 360 restaurant tonight, and then tomorrow, believe it or not, we're actually doing a little bit more shopping. We'll be heading to a little store called Hot Topic, where we've already spent a small fortune on our daughter, who's really big into anime, so we're going to go and pick some more stuff up from there. I know she doesn't watch my channel, so it's not like she's finding anything out here. Interesting to see whether I react at all to the soap. Right, I'm just going to put a little bit of water into the brush. Start building this. The scent on this is really nice. It's just drifting down towards my nose. I can get a really nice smell even though I'm just lathering my head up. It would be interesting to know what actually caused the reaction with Sean. If I reacted, there's obviously something we have common. A little bit of water. I'm using sort of lukewarm water, not using super cold or super warm. Well, it's certainly very thirsty, so I'm just going to continue adding water in. Let's get this lather really hydrated. It was certainly an issue with my Barrister and Man Terra. I didn't hydrate the lather enough, and from what I hear from Will over at Barrister and Man, you really need to hydrate that because it's the water that activates that cooling sensation from the synthetic cooling. So I may have given a little bit of misinformation on that, but it may be a lot colder than what it seemed for me. But the splash itself was beautiful. It didn't seem too excessively cold. But you have to take into account that I love it really cold. Just going to add a little bit more water in. Now this is going to be a cartridge razor shave today, as you can see from the photograph at the start, and also the name of the video. And that'll have it. It's absolutely delicious. Oh, there I hit. Let's grab that. Did I get it? No. Yeah, I did. Beautiful. Now, if you watched my video today, with Barrister and Man Terra, you'll know that I spoke about a cartridge razor. And this is the cartridge razor. Now, this is my handle from my Gillette Fusion Chill. But what I've done is popped on the cartridges, which are the exact same shape, and that is the cartridge. So if you're not familiar with it, it's the Gillette Skinguard. I've got another 3 cartridges in here. They were half price in the UK when I got there. So it was £9 I think for 4 cartridges. So it's still pretty expensive on half price, but brilliant. So I'm just going to wet the razor. Now this razor has done probably, I would say, a good 20 shaves, including my wife's legs twice, her arms, everything. This cartridge, I don't mind, it's my wife. And it's also done it's done so many shaves, and it still feels incredible. So here we go, straight against the grain. Now, someone commented saying that it doesn't get BBS. This razor gets BBS, no problem at all. What you have to do with it is I find you have to rinse it more regularly than a Gillette Fusion, even though there's bigger gaps. So just keep rinsing away. Now this is a 2-blade cartridge. Oh, the scent on that soap is beautiful. So far, no reaction, but that doesn't mean there won't be. It's very slick. Now, I do have a little cut on the side of my head, which if you watched my video with Terra, just on here, so hopefully this won't reopen it, but it might. It was very small, but now, one thing I find with this razor, it's super smooth, it's so comfortable, and it gets obviously a BBS. Now the main thing that makes me think this is a superb razor, the actual cartridge itself, is it doesn't matter how much I buff, how much I actually go over the same areas. I don't get weepers. It never cuts me so far. And I get pretty much perfect results. I cannot argue with the results at all. Yes, it's a cartridge. Yes, it's not eco-friendly. It does contain plastic parts. It's certainly something that Gillette has to look at moving forward. And obviously that we have to look at as people buying them. But when they shave this good, it's so difficult to not pick them up, it really is. I wish Gillette would really go out there, go all out and make something with single edge or double edge blades that you can snap in half that does the exact same as this. Similar to a leaf razor or other razors similar, where you can use double edge razor blades or single edge razor blades to create that perfect cartridge shave. Of course, this type of shaving isn't for everyone. Cartridge razors do cause a lot of irritation with most people. This is geared towards sensitive skin. I can tell you right now, it works an absolute charm. Let's say I can buff away. Takes a little bit longer than the Fusion possibly does. Not a whole lot longer, not long enough for me to really notice. So as you can see, it takes just a little bit longer just to buff it out, get it perfectly smooth. This Icarus soap base is really slick, really impressed. So far, no reaction. And that is as smooth as you like. I could rinse off. Set it to the side, I'll rinse off completely. Right, now, I wasn't going to do a neck shave. I've got a little bit just under here. Now, he did only do one pass. I did ask for that. I didn't want him going against the grain and things like that. I just wanted just to go straight down. So I am going to just lather up, just feel what the soap's like, see what the slickness is like. I've got my carve razor ready to go and just get stuck in and stuff. Just wet the neck, sorry, and then stroke straight in. Lovely. Nice quick lather, and then I'm just going to use my carve razor. I've got a Gillette. Let me just double check. Super stainless. Sorry, Gillette super thin from Thailand. And here we go. Let's just lather up again. See if we get any reaction to the soap. Oh, it's a beautiful scent. A lovely job of the scent. Superb. So far, no reaction, nothing at all. Which is great news for me, terrible news for Sean. Right. Beautiful. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop some of the splash on. I'm going to give it a shake. I did notice this stuff doesn't actually separate, very similar to Barrister Band. The labels are a little bit squint, which is I'm not a fan of, as you guys know. Love the little square bottles, really nice. And the scent on this is actually very, very nice. It's nicer than the soap. It's got a more cologne type scent, so I'm just going to pop a few splashes on my hand. Rub that together and pop it on the head. Oh wow, that smells phenomenal. It smells very reminiscent to a sort of throat lozenge. I know that doesn't sound like something you want to put on your skin as an aftershave, but that's a stunning scent. It's really opening up now, it's changing a little bit. It's got a sort of powdery scent to it, it's got a very sort of licorice, fruity note to it. And a beautiful, oh, really nice. I can really understand why Sean grabbed it. Right, I'm just going to rinse the soap out now. It's a happy days for me. It's a good rinse. The water pressure is pretty average. I am 37 floors up. Sit back to the side, I'll rinse my brush out. There's hardly any lather left in that brush. Really, like it just dissipated into the bowl as I was rinsing it there. I might have just opened that little cut on my head just a little bit, maybe not, it might just be red. Let's have a look. I think it's just red, which is good. I did use the styptic pencil on it, and it does work a charm, that styptic pencil. Something you should really have in the den. Oh, brush smells divine. Right, so the soap for today, Vide Poche, well, Vide Poche, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, from Chatillon Luxe and Declaration Grooming. Love the label. The label's superb. This one's bison tallow and lamb tallow, Icarus base. Brilliant. That is what the soap looks like. It smells superb. Really does. I really enjoy that scent. The brush for today was the MAOL Honors Club Taj Boar. This is the 24mm premium bow knot. And to be fair, it is as soft as any synthetic on the market once you break it in. If anything, just a little bit too soft now, and I think a lot of people have that complaint with some old knots, they do get too soft, and I think that's part of the reason why it struggles to lather. Excellent for painting, doesn't seem to build a great lather, but we'll soon see. I'm going to work with it a little bit longer, and I've got it on holiday with me. I've been using it for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I've been getting better with it. It's just needs a real heavy load of soap now, which isn't a bad thing when you own far too many soaps. The razor for the head shave is easily my favourite cartridge razor now, easily, and that is the Skinguard from Gillette. Superb 2-blade razor, plenty gap, plenty rinsing space there, so it cleans out perfect every time. The 2 strips give great lubrication along with your shaving soap, so you're never worried about really it juddering and sticking into your head. That is as smooth as anything on the market, so those that are struggling or say it doesn't get a BBS shave, I can assure you 100% it gives me one, and I'm talking better than any DE razor. It is as smooth as you like. Even on the neck, I have used this on my neck up against the grain and everything, and it's just so smooth. And on my neck I get BBS shave pretty much all over with it. It's a cracking razor, worth the money. For the neck shave, I use my Carve Christopher Bradley razor. This is the brass version. I do have a stainless one which will be coming soon, but I don't think it's been posted yet. And this one has got, you probably not see, it's got the B plate and a Gillette super thin. And this one has actually got a 4-inch or a 3.5-inch Argyle handle, which is the handle style that is on the new stainless. There's only 4 of these brass ones on earth, so I'm one of the lucky 4 to have one. And we finished off today with none other than this beautiful splash from Chatillon Luxe, and this one is the Vide Poche aftershave. That scent is just phenomenal. I don't know what the staying power is going to be like, but I can certainly still smell it, and it smells superb. And other than that, that's me done and dusted. Beautiful BBS head shave, lovely, nice close neck shave. I had my beard trimmed today. I've had a cracking day with the wife. The wife's had her nails done. We've had a lovely walk, some nice coffees, and looking forward to a meal at the 360 restaurant, which will be in a few hours. And other than that, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.